Hi everybody, this is Art Vuolo, and you're watching on YouTube the second to the last of the Radio Dream Lunches. These are things that we do every year in Los Angeles, the week between Christmas and New Year's. It's a fantastic chance for people in the radio and the record business to get together and see one another and for some great camaraderie. So we're doing it this year at the Smokehouse, a very, very famous restaurant across the way from Warner Brothers right here in Burbank. And who is here? We'll let you see right now as we go race through the room and give you an inventory.
It's Johnny K. I am probably most noted as being the program director of Coast 103 in Los Angeles, as well as K-Earth and the Wave. And these days, El Paso, yeah, well, we try to forget that, Bob. Bobby Mitchell was my weekender in El Paso. In any event, these days I'm doing video projects besides some television commercials, but I produce video for the Toluca Lake Country Club and also the Pacific Pioneer Broadcasters, and I'm working on a sizzle reel for Shotgun Tom Kelly, see if we can get him on television again.
Hi everybody, I'm Bob Hamilton, part of see my history. Too many stations to mention. The list is long. Anyway, I'm a consultant today, doing stuff here and there and everywhere. Happy in life, and thanks for being here on the show.
Hi, Dan Acree. Thanks, Art, for letting me.
Paying for the lunch.
Oh, well, that's right. Thank you. It's my pleasure. It's the only way I can be noticed. My famous time in the radio business, I would say marketing director at KISS FM during the Rick Dees era, and then probably going up to KSVO, KYA, and then working with Bob Hamilton at KSVO and KYA in the early 90s. And since that, I'm a marketing consultant. I'm still kicking, baby. I'm living in Dallas, Texas, and I travel 3 or 4 times a week, and I work for companies and help them be successful.
Hi there, I'm Mike Sakalarides, and probably best known as midday host at Coast 103 from 1982 through 2007. 25 marvelous years that we got to entertain a lot of adults in Southern California, particularly the women. We did very, very well in the women's demographic, and these days I'm essentially semi-retired, but I love to work on the Wave on weekends when they need me, and I still audition for commercials. So keeping busy, and also very active in SAG-AFTRA as well as the Pacific Pioneer Broadcasters.
Randy West, another itinerant voice, what can I say, but actually fell in love with game shows before I fell in love with radio, and actually got a chance to do it. Worked with Wink Martindale and Dick Clark and Chuck Woolery and all these jabronis. Bob Eubank, I'm name dropper, aren't I? I'm doing, what am I doing now? I'm doing 3 minutes with Art Vuolo. I've known you for 50 almost years. In any case, I do some voice work for Big Brother on CBS, and I'm writing a book, True Stories Behind the Television Craziness, Real Flakes and Flukes Behind TV, so watch for that. It's my second book. It'll be the 3rd printing. The first 2 were blurred. Anyway, it's wonderful to be here because these are like all the people who've hired me and fired me over the years. It's like an episode of This Is Your Life. It's wonderful. So thank you, Art. Great to see you. You're a dear friend, have been for so long that you're in my will.
I have 1 minute to talk, 60 seconds. I can't do this. You mean I should be on 60 Minutes? Is that what you meant? This is 60 seconds of me. And you know what? I just always said half a minute bitching. That's what we do for a living. I'm Joey Reynolds. I work for all these guys here, or ruin their lives, one or the other. And Bob Hamilton says too many times. Anytime Bob got in trouble, he would ignore me. So I love being here at this party. This is Smokehouse, and it's a great name, especially since LA almost burned. And I don't know what we're doing here, but Humphrey Bogart's on the wall, and I see some people that I really never want to see again. So I'd like to sign. Is my minute up? Yeah? Good. Am I good at killing a minute? I can do. Yeah, let me tell you. We're out of shrimp. cut me off.
Hey guys, how you doing? Al Salsi here from SAS. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you very much for inviting me. That is not the shoe company or the airline company, although those are similar names. No, Sierra Automated Systems. I started in radio back in 19. Thank you. Back in 1981, I started, and I'm one of the director of engineering of McCurdy. And we kind of pioneered the NetQ system as we know it today when ABC Satellite Networks was first formed. But anyway, started SAS in 1986, over 30 years, providing technical audio and routing and audio network systems for everybody. Thank you, everybody, for, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have anything to make. So thank you guys for turning our hardware into life, into the creative things that you do in the shows. I'm so happy to be here. I love you. Happy New Year, and hope you had a great holiday season.
Hi, this is Shotgun Tom Kelly, and that's my name. What I'm best known for is, I believe, a radio show that I did in San Diego, and that was for 35 years. And then I came to Los Angeles at K-Earth 101 and did a radio show, and then that was for like 20 years. So what am I best known for? Probably the radio show. I did the Muscular Dystrophy Labor Day Telethon with Casey Kasem while I was here in Los Angeles. And shall I tell him? Everybody caps on me when I say this, but I have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And it's great to be here with all these great guys at the Dream Lunch. Thank you so very kindly, Art Vuolo, for asking me to come again.
This is like being on Cops or something. I should take my shirt off for that, right? Do you have a tank top I can borrow? Okay. Are we rolling yet? Oh, well. We're rolling. We're rolling.
Seconds.
Hi, I'm Kevin Carter from Ramp. Nice to see everybody out here today. This is our 9th annual. I've been coming to this thing since it was first held at a 5,000-watt Marie Callender's in Valencia, California. A daytimer. It was only available in the parking lot of Magic Mountain. Art, thank you very much for putting on a show here today, and there's still food left over, so everybody fill your pockets.
Don Kelly, and Art, thanks so much for doing this every year, and I represented Wolfman Jack, Don Imus, and 4 or 5 other great DJs, but one guy I want to acknowledge is Don Graham, because he was instrumental in getting Wolfman Jack the job at WNBC Radio in 1973. Thank you, Art, for having all of us here together.
I am Don Graham, and what I'm best known for is promoting records across the United States. I've been doing it for 55 years. I can't get a real job, so I'll do this. And what I'm best known for is the fact that I discovered Don Whittemore, and Don Whittemore is a dear friend, and I discovered him and his ice cream.
Dandy Don Whittemore. But the first time I ever saw Don Graham, I was at the Hungry Eye doing a radio interview because I was a big star in the Burlesque Theater in San Francisco. And Don Graham came in with a guy by the name of Robert Conrad, who had a single on KYA that he broke. And he came in with another guy, a TV star guy named Dick Stewart. Now, I have something for you, Art, that I brought that I've had for, I've had it for 47 years. And would you hold the camera for him? Because I want the camera to see the expression on Art when he opens this package. This is to Art Vuolo, who has worked his ass off putting these magic dream lunches together forever and ever and ever and ever. And I have something in this bag that a lot of radio junkies would love to have, but you ain't getting it because you're not radio's favorite friend. So here, this is to you, Artie babe.
Okay, this is
Tell me what
surprise.
you think of that. This is a real surprise.
I don't know what's in here. Uh-oh. It feels like a plate.
It is a plate.
Holy cow. Holy cow. It is a plate. Listen to what we started. The Golden Jubilee. Oh my God.
Can you hear that? Art is speechless. That's the first time in history.
From KDK, the first broadcast, as we approach the 100th anniversary of radio. What a treasure to have this. I will eat my cereal out of it and think of you. No, I will not. Anyway, look at this beautiful plate with the original KDKA microphone. Incredible. Thank you very, very much, Don. This is a thrill. Wow.
KDKA, if you don't know, was the very first radio station in the United States of America.
Yes,
and now it's yours, baby.
The Big 1020. Thank you very much.
got it.
All right.
My name is Ronald Luxembourg. I am fortunate enough to be somebody who is being very well received here today. And I have to say, I should have done this earlier. My career has been 57 years in this wonderful business. I get up every morning and look forward to coming to work. I'm fortunate enough to have been able to finish a book called From the Warehouse to the Penthouse. And Art Vuolo, I've respected you and known you for such a long time, and I believe this is the first luncheon that I've been able to afford to come to. But I have to tell you that the availability to be around such great people, to see my friend Don Graham, we competed on the streets together. Steve Resnick, who's got the absolute definitive museum in our business. You can forget Cleveland. And the ability to hang out with Joey Reynolds, Don Whitmore, and so many people that are here. It's just incredible that we do this once a year, I guess, when you do this. And now that I'm living here in California, I pledge myself to help you in any way I can to continue this ball rolling. God bless you.
Hi, Steve Resnick here. This is so terrific doing this every year for 9 years. I am with Ramp. Kevin Carter and I put Ramp out every morning, radio and music pros. Been doing it for 8 years, but if you count R&R and if you count Gavin, we've actually been doing it 20 years come this March. 9 years since Art did this first luncheon, which was 9 people once upon a time, and now it's grown bigger and bigger each year. Next year we're going to do it again, and it might just be at my house, which is the West Coast Rock and Roll Museum. Back east, you have Cleveland as the Rock and Roll Museum, and out this way we have the West Coast Rock and Roll Museum at my place, which is an 18-room museum encompassing every single on vinyl or CD or cassette single that ever charted in Billboard from 1955 November until today. And you're all invited over.
Hey, it's Lou Simon. You know what? What I'm best known for and what I'm doing now are the same thing. That's living my dream. I used to fall asleep at night with a transistor radio under the pillow, listening to Cousin Bruce Morrow. Now he's a colleague, he's a friend. I pinch myself. I get to work with broadcast professionals like Pat St. John, newfound friends like Flash Phelps, and I get to work one of the last great radio jobs left, and that's Sirius XM. I love the company, I love the platform, I love the opportunities and the freedom to broadcast nationwide and do some pretty remarkable things. So I am thrilled that I get to work in my business, that I'm continuing to work at this stage of my life, that I have Led Zeppelin as a ringtone on my phone, and that I get to know Art Vuolo and the great people in this room, and I pray that Art is wrong when he says that we're only going to do this one more time. So it's the one time I hope Art is completely wrong, and that this goes on for many years. I look forward to it every year, and this great group of people.
Hi, Joel Denver, president publisher at allaccess.com. What I'm known for, me and Al Gore, we sort of came up with this internet idea. It caught on, happily. Anyway, Art, good to see you, buddy. It's always a pleasure to be at your Radio Dream Luncheon. What is this, number 9? Number 9, number 9, number 9. One more to go, he says. I got a feeling it'll go past that. Anyway, Art, Happy New Year. Much love. Thanks for being here. Thanks for putting this on for us.
John Leader, most famous for KHJ Los Angeles, WGRD in Grand Rapids, the house on the hill. And now I'm retired. Thank you very much. And now over to John Records Landecker from Michigan City, Indiana.
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
You know, I remember our time at KXW2 in Milan, Michigan, when we cleaned the cow shit out of the control room because the microphones had fallen into it, which made talking very difficult. Thank you, and I'll pass the. What? What am I? John Records Landecker. There's just so many things I don't have time to list them all. And what am I doing now? Yes, I got inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame, otherwise known as the Bobby Bones Show. They had a program, the Hall of Fame program, you know. I don't know how many different record companies or whatever bought full-page Bobby Bones ads. And I swear to God, I was about ready to walk up in my speech and go, wow, I got my first copy of Bobby Bones magazine here. I mean, it was amazing. But he's a great talent and deserves every accolade. So there.
Hi, I'm Gary Bryan, most famous for K-Earth 101 in Los Angeles. Now surviving at K-Earth 101 in Los Angeles. And about 1 degree of separation from everybody in this room. So it's amazing. From Joel to John Records Landecker, who doesn't remember me when I was 22, and came up to be in his presence in the control room at WLS, where he was a genius. I was a window licker, Joel. I was. Right. So we were at an FM station, and he let us come up and say hi, but doesn't remember me. That doesn't matter now. I'm famous for replacing several really good people. Scott Shannon, Robert W. Morgan. There's a lot of fans of Scott Shannon here. So we'll just say, Scott, wherever you are, wish you were here, man, because there's some guys here that'd like to get a hold of you.
Hi, I'm Ken Levine. I was known as Beaver Cleaver in radio, and the only way I got respect in radio was to get out of it. I'm probably best known for one of the co-writers of Mannequin 2. Come on. Come on, man. All right, okay. Aftermash. Come on. All right, Cheers, Frasier, MASH, Simpsons, Everybody Loves Raymond. And currently I'm doing a podcast called Hollywood and Levine, and I make about $100 a year now.
Richard Wagoner. My claim to fame is actually listening to Beaver Cleaver on 10Q, as well as listening to Shotgun Tom. No, I write the radio column for the Daily News and for the Daily Breeze and a lot of other newspapers that are all owned by the same company in Los Angeles area, yes. And what I'm doing now is that, as well as enjoying lunch with some of the people that I grew up with, and it's absolutely fabulous.
Wow, what a dream lunch. Here it is, the 30th of December. The year is practically over with, and we were in there jaw-jacking so long. I know it. We walk outside and it's dark.
It gets dark early here in California.
On the left coast, that's right. So wasn't it a good time? How many
it was
we have 23, 24 people.
I think maybe even more than that. But Art, this particular dream lunch, we were able to get around and we were able to talk to everybody and communicate and share some really nice stories.
Shotgun Tom Kelly, by the way.
Thank you very much. And it was a really more of a there were volumes of people here, but it was a comfortable.
It was a cozy group. It really was.
Group, yeah.
And you had a chance to see what everybody's doing these days. And that's why we put this up on YouTube. And next year will be the last one. So if you're watching the last one, and where's the little dong? Anyway, the last contest.
Dream lunch.
That's right. And it will be at Steve Resnick's house next year, which thank God was spared from the terrible fires.
Oh, that was awful.
Boy, they came close.
Yeah.
Really close. So anyway, we'll be on the 30th of December. Mark your calendars right now. If you're in LA and want to be there, get with me. We're only going to limit this to about 50 people. All right, so get in now. There will be no more after this. We had a great 10-year run.
Yeah, we did.
This was number 9.
Hey, you did a great job, Art. Art Vuolo, wonderful job.
Anyway,
radio's best friend.
So you have a great 2018. Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you, Shotgun.
You better believe it, baby.